Imagine a man sitting alone, quietly reflecting on the woman who once let him go, not with anger, not with bitterness, but with a sense of respect and quiet longing. Why does this stay with him so deeply? Because she showed something rare and powerful: strength, self-respect, and independence. Letting go wasn't a sign of weakness for her. It was a demonstration of her power. There's a certain paradox in relationships that few truly understand, and it's this: sometimes walking away, stepping back, and choosing yourself is the most powerful action a person can take. When a woman lets a man go with dignity and self-respect, it leaves an impact that lingers far beyond the moment itself. Today, we're exploring the psychology behind why men often feel a deeper pull toward the women who choose themselves first, and how this act of self-prioritization transforms respect, attraction, and connection. Independence is among the most influential traits a woman can have in any relationship. It isn't about shutting off love or rejecting connection. It's about understanding her own worth, knowing the value she brings, and refusing to lose herself by being swallowed by someone else's life or expectations. A woman who embodies this independence sends a clear, undeniable message: I am complete on my own. That message carries weight, and men sense it immediately. True independence is rare, and rarity is magnetic. Most people, both men and women, tie their sense of identity too closely to their relationships. They rely on their partner for validation, for purpose, for happiness. And while it is natural to want companionship, the moment a person becomes completely dependent on someone else, they risk losing themselves entirely. For men, a woman who shows she doesn't need him to feel whole or to define her existence is both refreshing and inspiring. She is seen not as someone to be saved or fixed, but as an equal, a partner, someone worthy of admiration. When she chooses to walk away from a relationship that no longer serves her, she is making a bold declaration: I value myself too much to accept less than what I deserve. This act of self-respect can shake a man's world. It forces him to pause, to reflect, to reassess not only the relationship, but also his own behavior. Was he truly honoring her worth? Was he showing appreciation for her presence, or was he taking it for granted? Men are naturally wired to respect strength, and independence is strength at its purest. It is easy to remain in a relationship because of fear of being alone, fear of discomfort, or simply because the relationship is familiar. But it takes courage and profound self-awareness for a woman to recognize that something isn't right and to make the difficult choice to step away. This kind of courage is magnetic. It is not rejection of the man. It is a declaration of self-ownership. Independence does more than inspire respect. It challenges men to grow. When a woman is confident in her value, a man faces a choice: rise to meet her at her level or fall behind. This often requires him to take responsibility, to examine his own behavior, and to elevate himself to the partner she deserves. An independent woman sets a standard, not a limit, but a standard of love, respect, and authenticity that forces reflection and growth. Men are not intimidated by strength. They are drawn to authenticity and confidence. The kind of woman who lets a man go without clinging or pleading demonstrates that her love is not conditional on his presence. She seeks a partnership, not dependency, and that distinction is the foundation of lasting respect. Independence also means having a life outside the relationship. It means pursuing personal goals, following passions, and cultivating a multifaceted identity. A woman who has her own ambitions, interests, and energies becomes even more compelling. Men respect women who are driven, ambitious, and unapologetically themselves because they keep the relationship alive, challenging, and dynamic. Independence is about knowing one's worth, refusing to compromise, and maintaining dignity even when circumstances are difficult. It is about holding your head high and trusting that the right person will recognize your strength and rise to meet you. The respect earned through such independence is steadfast and unshakable. There is a simple but profound truth in relationships. We often don't realize the value of someone until they are gone. When a woman chooses to step away, she creates a space that cannot be easily replaced. This absence is more than physical. It is emotional, mental, and spiritual. For many men, this void becomes a catalyst for reflection and realization. Desire intensifies because men are naturally wired to pursue, to earn, and to cherish what they value. When a woman is always readily available, her presence is easily overlooked. But when she removes herself, the dynamic changes completely. Her absence creates a gap that highlights the qualities she brought into his life: the laughter, the energy, the support, and the unique presence that made every moment brighter. In this quiet absence, a man begins to notice what he once took for granted. The moments they shared, the ways she made him feel seen, the warmth and connection she offered, all gain new significance. Absence makes desire sharper, more vivid. He may begin to compare her to others and quickly realize that no one else measures up. It isn't that she has changed, it is that he has finally gained perspective. The longing, the reflection, and the recognition of her value become overwhelming. The strength, the independence, and the dignity with which she chose herself are imprinted in his mind. A woman who lets a man go demonstrates the most profound power, the ability to love herself more than the need for approval, the courage to walk away, and the wisdom to understand her worth. Men cannot ignore this. They feel it in their core. They respect it, they desire it, and they are often compelled to rise to match it. When a woman embraces her independence, she does not diminish love. She elevates it. She creates space for growth, reflection, and true connection. Love is no longer about need. It is about choice, mutual respect, and the understanding that each person is whole on their own. Ultimately, the woman who chooses herself first teaches a man what real respect looks like. She shows that love is not about possession, but about presence and mutual admiration. She proves that true attraction is drawn to strength, authenticity, and self-respect. She leaves a lasting impression because she is unforgettable, not because she clings, but because she stands firmly in her own power, shining with a confidence that commands attention and inspires deep, lasting desire. It's because now he's seeing her through the lens of what he has lost. Her value becomes undeniable in her absence, and there's a profound psychological reason for this. People naturally desire what they cannot easily have. When a woman steps back and lets go, she transforms into something rare, something unattainable. She is no longer chasing him, no longer clinging to the relationship, and that shift in dynamics makes her even more captivating. Her distance creates an air of mystery, and mystery naturally fuels curiosity, fascination, and ultimately, desire. This absence doesn't mean she's playing games or being manipulative. It's about creating space for both people to truly understand the value of the relationship. For the man, her stepping away becomes a mirror. It asks him to question his own actions. What did she mean to me? Did I honor her, contribute to the relationship, or take her for granted? These reflections can trigger personal growth, forcing him to look inward and reconsider how he approaches relationships, connection, and commitment. A woman who respects herself enough to walk away when her worth isn't being recognized is demonstrating one of the most attractive qualities possible. Her self-respect shifts the power dynamic in a subtle but undeniable way, often compelling the man to reevaluate not just his feelings for her, but also the person he wants to be. Absence, in this sense, does more than ignite desire, it reignites respect. It teaches a man that love is not about dependency or constant presence. Love is about recognizing, valuing, and cherishing the unique qualities someone brings into your life. Often, it is only when someone is no longer physically or emotionally present that this truth becomes crystal clear. Emotional strength is one of the most magnetic and captivating traits a person can possess, and when a woman embodies it, she becomes a force that cannot be ignored. This strength is not about shutting down feelings or pretending to be invulnerable. Rather, it is about having the courage to face reality, make difficult decisions, and prioritize self-respect over temporary comfort or fear of loss. For men, this kind of emotional resilience is deeply inspiring. When a woman walks away with grace, dignity, and determination, she sends a powerful message. She is not afraid to release what does not serve her highest good. Letting go of someone you care about is never an easy choice. It requires extraordinary bravery to honor your own needs, values, and future. That bravery commands respect and admiration. Men are drawn to women who display this kind of emotional strength because it challenges them to rise to the occasion. A strong woman sets a standard of maturity, composure, and stability that inspires growth in those around her. She does not rely on manipulation, drama, or exaggerated emotional displays to prove her point. Instead, her actions speak volumes. Her strength lies in her ability to remain calm, composed, and authentic, even in the face of pain, uncertainty, or loss. This emotional resilience reflects self-awareness. She understands her emotions, processes them fully, and aligns her choices with her core values. She does not let fear of loneliness, social expectations, or temporary discomfort dictate her decisions. She moves forward with clarity, knowing her worth is inherent and not dependent on anyone else. This kind of self-assurance is incredibly magnetic, leaving a lasting impression that does not fade with time. When a woman walks away with emotional strength, it also creates a sense of mystery and intrigue. She does not crumble, beg, or seek validation. She chooses herself. This behavior disrupts expectations, forcing the man to see her in a completely new light. The ability to maintain dignity and composure in the midst of emotional difficulty makes her unforgettable. Moreover, emotional strength does not mean shutting down completely. A strong woman can still be vulnerable, but she shares her vulnerability thoughtfully, only with those who have earned her trust. This careful balance between openness and self-protection amplifies her power. She does not allow emotions to control her, rather, she uses them to guide her toward what is right. Men often admire this because it reflects qualities they aspire to have themselves: courage, self-discipline, and a deep understanding of personal worth. Emotional fortitude is not just about letting go. It's about letting go with grace, dignity, and without resentment. A woman who can do this shows that she controls her own destiny, and that kind of confidence is magnetic. In the end, emotional strength leaves a legacy. It teaches men and everyone around her that love, respect, and admiration must be mutual and earned. A woman who demonstrates this inner power does more than inspire. She sets a standard for what a fulfilling and healthy relationship should look like. One of the deepest lessons in love is understanding that love without boundaries is not true love. It is dependency. A woman who establishes and enforces her boundaries teaches an essential truth about respect. By walking away when her boundaries are crossed, she reinforces that love is not about control, compromise at any cost, or sacrificing one's values. It is about mutual understanding, honoring one another's worth, and fostering genuine respect. Boundaries are not walls meant to push others away. They are declarations of self-worth, clear guidelines defining how she wants to be treated, and standards that uplift the relationship rather than diminish it. Boundaries are essential because they protect emotional, mental, and physical well-being, ensuring that a relationship remains balanced, healthy, and respectful. When a woman confidently sets her boundaries, she is demonstrating a profound sense of self-worth. She is not asking for too much. She is simply stating what she deserves. For men, a woman who upholds her boundaries is someone to be respected, admired, and valued. It shows she knows exactly who she is, what she wants, and what she will no longer compromise. This clarity is magnetic because it removes ambiguity, sets clear expectations, and fosters mutual understanding. When a woman has the strength to say, "This is what I need, and if it's not met, I am willing to walk away," she commands admiration. She is not begging for love or attention, she is insisting on respect. True love flourishes within the framework of healthy boundaries. Boundaries create a safe space where both partners can grow, evolve, and thrive without fear of being taken for granted or overstepping. When a man encounters a woman who enforces her boundaries, he is presented with a challenge to rise to her level of emotional maturity, integrity, and self-awareness. This challenge encourages him to reflect on his actions, evaluate his respect for her, and deepen his understanding of the relationship. Letting go when boundaries are crossed is not an act of revenge or punishment. It is an act of self-preservation. It sends a clear, unambiguous message. I value myself enough to demand what I deserve. This choice can be transformative for both partners. For the man, it is a wake-up call, a reminder that love should never come at the expense of respect. For the woman, it is a reaffirmation of her worth, a demonstration that she prioritizes herself and will not settle for less than she deserves. Boundaries also serve as a test of true love. A man who genuinely loves a woman will honor her boundaries without resentment or resistance. He understands that respecting her needs is not simply about maintaining the relationship, it is about building trust, showing care, and demonstrating genuine commitment. On the other hand, a man who ignores or dismisses her boundaries reveals his inability to offer the respect she deserves. By letting go, a woman teaches one of life's most important lessons. Love cannot exist without respect, and respect begins with honoring boundaries. True connection is built on mutual understanding, and a relationship where boundaries are valued is one in which both partners can flourish. A woman who enforces this truth becomes unforgettable. Boundaries are a form of love, not only for the other person but also for oneself. When a woman respects herself enough to walk away when her limits are disregarded, she embodies strength, dignity, and self-love. This form of love is transformative, powerful, and deeply magnetic. Confidence is another of the most compelling and attractive qualities anyone can possess. Few things demonstrate true confidence more than the ability to let go of something that no longer serves you. When a woman leaves a relationship, not out of anger, manipulation, or fear, but out of self-respect and understanding her own worth, she radiates a level of confidence that is both captivating and unforgettable. Confidence is not arrogance, and it is not pretending to be unaffected. It is the unwavering faith in oneself and in the ability to navigate life, even through uncertainty and pain. Letting go requires immense strength because it means stepping into the unknown. It is a bold declaration. I trust myself enough to move forward, even if it means moving on alone. This kind of self-assurance is deeply attractive because it demonstrates independence, emotional resilience, and the ability to honor oneself above external pressures. When a woman lets go with confidence, she shifts the power dynamic in the relationship. She no longer seeks validation or clings to hope that circumstances will change. Instead, she takes control of her life and sets an example of what self-respect looks like in action. For men, this behavior is striking. It challenges them to see her not as someone who needs them, but as someone who chooses herself. Confidence communicates that she has options, that her identity and worth are not defined by a relationship or by the man she is leaving behind. This naturally creates intrigue, admiration, and attraction because people are drawn to those who are self-assured and unafraid to make difficult decisions. A confident woman does not chase, she attracts. In letting go, she often becomes even more desirable in the eyes of the man she leaves. Letting go also forces him to confront his own insecurities. A confident woman who knows her worth sets a standard, silently challenging him to rise to her level. She communicates without words that if he cannot meet her standards, she is willing to walk away. This is not about playing games. It is about maintaining dignity, integrity, and investing energy only in relationships that align with her values. Moreover, confidence is contagious. When a woman demonstrates that she can let go without losing herself, it often inspires the man to reflect on his behavior and choices. He begins to consider what he could have done differently, not out of guilt, but from a place of deep respect for her strength and self-assurance. Finally, letting go with confidence also demonstrates emotional intelligence. It reveals a profound understanding of the difference between love, need, and attachment. A woman who masters this balance shows that she honors herself and the relationship, that she respects her own boundaries, and that she is capable of loving wisely and fully. Attachment and love are very different things. Love is free, empowering, and mutual. Attachment often arises from fear, dependency, or a need to control. When a woman chooses to let go, she is choosing love for herself over unhealthy attachment to someone else. This choice reflects emotional maturity, courage, and self-awareness, qualities that are both rare and deeply admirable. Confidence is not just about how a woman carries herself in public. It's about the choices she makes when no one is watching. When she lets go with grace, strength, and self-assurance, she not only reinforces her own worth, but she leaves a lasting impression on the man she walks away from. Confidence in letting go is a testament to her inner power, and that power is unforgettable. Sometimes the most profound growth comes from the pain of letting go. When a woman steps away from a relationship, it is not merely an ending. It is an opportunity for transformation, for herself and for the man she leaves behind. Growth is rarely comfortable, but it is almost always necessary. Choosing to let go becomes a catalyst for change. For the woman, letting go is an act of empowerment. It is a declaration that her happiness, well-being, and future matter more than the fear of losing someone. This decision encourages her to explore her identity outside of the relationship, rediscover her passions, and realign with her personal goals. Though moving forward may be challenging, it is also liberating, allowing her to evolve into a stronger, wiser, and more self-assured version of herself. For the man, her departure often creates a moment of reckoning. Losing someone who cared deeply forces him to face uncomfortable truths about his behavior, priorities, and ability to sustain a meaningful relationship. In this space of absence and reflection, growth begins. He has the opportunity to evaluate what went wrong, take responsibility for his actions, and make meaningful changes in his life. Letting go fosters emotional resilience for both parties. For the woman, it is a lesson in self-reliance and the importance of putting herself first. For the man, it is a reminder that love and connection require effort, respect, and presence. This growth transforms not only their future relationships, but also how they approach life itself. Growth is often accompanied by clarity. When a woman steps away, she removes herself from the noise, confusion, and compromises of a troubled relationship. This distance gives her the perspective to understand what truly matters. She learns what she wants, what she needs, and what she will no longer tolerate. This clarity empowers her to create healthier, more fulfilling relationships in the future. The same applies to the man. In her absence, he has the chance to reflect on his values, priorities, and how he shows up in relationships. He may come to appreciate the importance of communication, vulnerability, and respect. This self-awareness can lead to profound personal growth, enabling him to become a better partner, not just for her, but for anyone in his life. Letting go also opens the door to new beginnings. Endings are often disguised opportunities. When a woman lets go, she is not just closing a door. She is creating space for possibilities she may not have imagined, whether that is a new relationship, personal achievement, or simply a deeper sense of peace. Choosing to let go is an act of courage that benefits both individuals. It is not about punishment, resentment, or abandonment. It is about recognizing that growth requires change. By letting go, a woman sets herself and the man free to evolve into their best selves. This kind of growth, born out of love and self-respect, is a testament to the transformative power of choosing yourself. Letting go is not giving up. It is stepping into your power. By choosing yourself, you show others how to value and respect you. To all the women out there, your strength, independence, and self-worth are not just traits. They are the very qualities that inspire love, admiration, and respect. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more powerful insights on relationships, growth, and self-worth. Together, let's continue this journey of understanding, empowerment, and transformation. Letting go is not about giving up or admitting defeat. It is about stepping fully into your own power and reclaiming your life. When a woman chooses herself over a situation that no longer serves her, she is making a bold declaration that her happiness, her peace, and her self-worth are non-negotiable. This act of courage sends a clear message to everyone around her that she will no longer compromise her value for the sake of someone else's comfort or expectations. Choosing yourself is one of the most empowering actions a person can take, and it radiates confidence, dignity, and strength that is impossible to ignore. By stepping away, a woman sets a standard for how she expects to be treated, and this standard teaches others, especially men, about the true meaning of respect, love, and partnership. She shows that love is not about possession, control, or dependency, but about mutual respect, appreciation, and choice. Her decision to walk away demonstrates that she understands her own worth, that she honors herself, and that she refuses to settle for anything less than she deserves. This self-assuredness is magnetic. It inspires admiration, draws respect, and often leaves a lasting impression on those who witness it. To all the women out there, your strength, resilience, and self-respect are more than just qualities. They are powerful forces that shape the way others perceive you and the way you shape your own life. When you choose yourself, you inspire not only love and respect, but also growth and reflection in others. You become a model of courage, showing that it is possible to honor yourself, pursue your dreams, and live fully even in the face of loss, heartbreak, or disappointment. Choosing yourself allows you to step into your full potential, to cultivate joy, and to create the life you deserve, free from unnecessary compromises. If this message resonates with you, hit the like button, share this video with someone who might need to hear it, and subscribe for more insights about relationships, personal growth, and self-worth. Remember, choosing yourself is not selfish. It is the truest form of love, the foundation of respect, and the key to creating meaningful, fulfilling connections. Your journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation begins the moment you decide that you are enough just as you are, and that your worth is never determined by anyone else. Let this be your reminder. When you honor yourself, the right people, the right opportunities, and the right love will always follow.